think some of the best advice is not to become complacent in what we do in our jobs as we progress through the years, especially as we get older, to make sure that we always try to put our best foot forward and do the best job we can, but be aggressive, because we tend to get less aggressive as we get older.
The most useful piece of advice that I've ever gotten about this industry is from the very first superintendent that mentored me. And he said, Rodney, never burn a bridge. He said, because somebody that you know now, 10 years down the road, may know somebody that you need to know. So he stressed, whatever you do, never burn a bridge. He said, you may not like the person that you're walking away from, but always keep it cordial.
Actually, I've gotten several great pieces of advice. One from a gentleman named Steve Sorrow, who's at Pinehurst Country Club in Denver. When I first started dating my wife, he looked at her and said, I hope you're willing to move across the country for this guy. And she did. And that was actually great advice. That kind of prepared her for everything. That was actually the best advice I've ever gotten.
Well, I think probably some of the best advice that I've ever received about the business, it was probably from Mr. Latshaw, obviously my mentor. And I can remember him telling me the first day I got my first head superintendent's job, this is wonderful, it's great, but remember, you're starting all over and you got to prove yourself all over. And I think that in this business, that seems to hold true each and every day. So I've never forgotten that.
I would have to say some of the best advice I got in this business was early in my career, was working for a well-known local superintendent, Dean Graves, who really made a big deal about everything we did. Make sure you only have to move something one time. And that translates into other things that you do, just about being completely efficient with all your operations. So let's move that pile once. Let's get everything we can done most efficiently as we're going around the course.
The best piece of advice I think I've had in the 30 years I've been here is to learn to be flexible and embrace change because it's inevitable.
The best advice I've received is you can't do it yourself. You have to rely on those that surround you. So you got to continually try to empower them with responsibility.
Best advice I've received about this business, probably just leave it better than you found it every day. Go in with the passion and determination and get it done attitude.